The most important piece of any therapy is relationships. If you don't have a relationship with the child, you can't educate them.
How are you?
Good.
You going to write about going to the zoo, or if I were a teacher?
If I were a teacher.
You have awfully nice hair. I think I cried to get rid of all that.
Just by having that relationship, it can work miracles.
There you go. There you go. Nice job, dude.
Bridgeway's specialized. Every teacher knows what they're doing. Every teacher has specialized education, and they look at each of these children individually and help each of them in their own special way.
The home therapy program is our core program. It is the heart and soul, the pulse of Bridgeway House. What home therapy does is the therapist goes in and works directly with the family, like Corey and Macy. Starting services in the home, it's the foundation of the child's well-being, of their growing up, the first few years of life. It's important also because, for instance, for Macy, she has a sibling, Molly.
I got Peppa Pig!
And Molly learns along the way of how to interact with Macy and support her. You can take what is learned, taught in that home program, and apply it to social situations, outings, vacations.
Gosh, at that point, I guess she wasn't really talking. So she can talk now.
It's time to learn. The ball back. Woof. Woof.
2, 3, 4 was, challenging but fun. You're learning, you're teaching. Now you're getting to this older age where there's so much more to do that you need so much more help.
Wait, Biscuit. Brain.
When you get children that are hard to diagnose, those children are the ones that will fall in the cracks the most.
For our son, seeing him go from a child that was bullied and so depressed and so anxious.
The tics and the stims and the noises or the paces, they get stared at in restaurants or store, the crying, the screaming. It can be very challenging.
He is loved by teachers, his peers. He feels like the king of the school.
It's not obvious to the community that he is struggling with all his surroundings. Caitlin is another one of those examples. She can appear the most beautiful, perfect little girl, and she is lovely and beautiful, but she has some really serious challenges that are going to affect her throughout her life. We have students, children as young as 18 months, all the way up to 28 years, because autism doesn't really end. It is a lifelong disability. We need help. The families need help. The play production is a really great time to kind of showcase what our kids are capable of.
Now I'm assistant manager, which is a very important job.
It's a real learning experience, and a lot of our students have been able to go into their regular schools now and audition for plays.
I know. I'm very aware of what's happening around me.
Our social groups have grown, and they've taken sort of a twist where we have special interest groups. Most of these children are brilliant in certain areas, and we take those interests and build groups and friendships around them. So grateful for the funding that comes from the David Reinhardt Scholarship Fund, and to fund these programs, these outdoor camps, that we do fishing and boating and archery. They build rockets. They are really fun groups that we're doing the summer camps, and those are part of the social group programs as well. At some point, everyone will encounter and love someone with autism. They're also growing up, and what that's going to do to our adult population is going to change it. So it's important that the police and the fire department learn how to interact with families and children on the autism spectrum.
If you're going to have an interaction with the police, it's better that they know you have autism.
As a parent, the thing you want the most is your child to be happy and to care about themselves. I'm a mother of 4, and I really believed I knew everything possible about parenting and love. Give me a child with special needs. It's a whole different road. It's a whole different level of love.
It needs to keep going. I mean, it can't stop after us. It needs to continue. And we can only do that if we have serious community involvement.
We were in a spiral that we had no idea when it would end. You go to bed at night thinking, I have to save this child. I have to do everything I can in my power to help them. This is their journey. I could never imagine that their lives would be peaceful like this.
It definitely makes you a better person. It teaches you a deeper sense of love and community than you ever could imagine. We need to keep going on. We need these programs.
The happiness and the peace that our family has found, and that we can go to bed each night and I feel like I've done everything I can today to make their lives better. And that is only possible because Bridgeway is in our life.